Hello, this is Laura O'Brien from LoraOBrien.Business, and I'm on today because I want to talk about the non-capitalist business model that we have been using to run our spiritual business. And I truly believe that this is a way to be successful, and it's not about not making money, because believe me, we make money, and that's okay, because we're not shitting on anybody to do it. So this is something that I really, really believe in, running a business that is community focused and community service based, because with that at the heart of your business, you really can't go wrong, because everything always comes back to that. So bringing yourself into that space where everything that you're doing is about serving your community and building your community and, enhancing the lives of the people in your community, that really manifests like what goes around comes around kind of a feedback loop into your own business, and people end up wanting to support you, because that's the thing. We always get asked, how can we give so much stuff away, and how can we do so much for free, and how do we make money? And we make money by offering products that people actually want and need, and they give that feedback to us. We do that through the Irish Pagan School, in case anybody's interested in going to check that out, and also through elanotter.net. So those are our two kind of main income streams, and we're also authors, so we publish books as well through Elanotter Press. So there's a lot kind of going on there, but the majority of our community building and community service comes from the free, high quality education that we give and we provide. We answer questions, we run Facebook groups, we provide safe online spaces completely free of charge for people, including an online meeting space that runs 3 days every single week. That's completely free for people to sign up. And a lot of this kind of gets supported as well in turn by people who are really, really into the benefits that this has given them. So again, it all goes into this feedback loop of making sure that your business is supporting your community, and then your community supports you. But obviously the key to this is not to do it so that you get that support and you get those people buying your shit at the end of it all. That is not actually the goal. That's a byproduct. That happens naturally. Sorry for the washing machine noise in the background. This is real. This is very, very real. This is real life. We work from home. We get to support our family by being present with our family. And running this kind of community service based business really has a knock-on effect, both in our personal life, but also in the world. We get emails and messages from people every day who support the work that we're doing, but also who talk about the effect and the impact that our work has had on them. And that is very, very, very real, and very much the primary benefit of what we're doing. And when you set up your business with that in mind, with that kind of genuine service in mind, with that heart of not doing it, it's not about the money, not doing it about the money. It's not that you can't have like monetary goals or money as part of your success. I do, I'm into manifestation, and I make vision boards, and I set goals, and I do all this stuff, and all of that is definitely a part of it on a personal level for me. But I have faith and I trust that our business model that really has the potential, I think if more people were adopting this attitude, on a first and foremost basis to everything that they're doing that has traditionally been under the, toxic capitalist structures, of really putting your people first, putting your employees first, and making sure that you have this environment and this community, whether it's your customers or your employees or your staff or whoever you're working with. For me, it's my partner, and we're a family-run business. We do hire freelancers and consultants, and they're all part of it as well, even if they're only temporary part of the community, or the smaller community, the clan rather than the tua, so like the family rather than the community. It's circles within circles, right? So whoever comes into those circles, whoever comes into those spheres, is taken care of in the same way. And we do our absolute level best to make sure that everybody can feel a part of that. Not everybody does. It's not for everybody, and that's okay too. Sometimes it can be challenging because to keep communities safe, to keep your boundaries in place, to make sure that people aren't taking advantage of you, because that's obviously the dark side of this. People really want to take advantage of you. You do have to set boundaries around, your own health, your own well-being, all of that. So all of that is in place as well. And sometimes that rubs people up the wrong way, but that's okay because they're not our people, and they can go off and there's plenty of other business models and business types who, they can go and take advantage of, and that's up to them. Everybody's making their own choices. But ultimately, whoever is within our community and whoever takes the time and makes the effort and engages with that community will get so much back from it. And this could be the new normal. This could be how we change the world. I really believe that. I know that sounds like a pipe dream. I know it sounds, but we're in the middle of this. Not going to say the panini word because apparently YouTube does not like that. The algorithm does not like that. So we have this panini, right? That we are currently in the middle of still. And yes, we are still in the middle of it. For anybody who's not wearing a mask or practicing physical distancing or, washing your hands or not getting your vaccinations, all of that is important. So please, please, please do all that. But one thing that all of this has shown us is we need to change how things have been done, but also that we can change how things have been done. Look at how many disabled people can now work from home, where they have been told for generations that just wasn't possible. If you can't get on that train or get in that car and make that commute and put in your 8 hours in an office environment every day, those 8 hours in an office environment are not necessarily 8 productive hours. In fact, the research shows that the traditional kind of capitalist structure of the office environment and the office workday and the 8-hour workday only produces maybe 4 to 6 hours of actual productive work time. So if you take that 4 to 6 hours of productive work time every day and you put it into your own business and have your focus, have your priority, again, make your community service the heart of it, and make sure you're providing value to your audience, your community, every single day that you show up to work. That becomes a sustaining thing because you start getting the feedback from that, you start getting the positive reinforcement from that as well. But also you're much more effective than the person who's going in and marking time in an office. And I really, really, really believe, and my experience has shown, because I've done both, and I've been a manager in that kind of office environment, in that traditional capitalist structure. I've been the boss, I've been an employee, I've done it from all sides through my career, and this really works the best, and people will say like, oh, I can't run a business and I need the socialization of going into an office every day. If you're only working for 46 hours every single day, and like psychologically studies show that you really only have every day, humans really only have 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours actually, of completely focused time. And the rest is kind of, I would generally do about a 6-hour day, but the rest is kind of, menial work, like it's work that has administrivia, I call it, administrivia. Stuff that doesn't take my actual focus and concentration and my creative flow and all those things. So, that's generally how I would split up my day, is 4 hours of that actual, like I write books, I make content, I put a lot of thought into my blog posts, my email list, my, my Facebook groups, just making sure that, and obviously my classes that I teach and my courses, so that's what kind of takes up the bulk of my day. And then the 2 hours, 1 to 2 hours actually, is just the stuff that kind of just needs to get done, but doesn't necessarily even need to get done by me. But I'm just the one that's doing it on that day. So by being able to, really narrow your working time, your productive working time, down to those 4 to 6 hours a day, you are left with the rest of the day for actual socialization. And when you're running your own business, you could start early or you could start late. You could go and meet friends for coffee in the morning. Again, when things open up, when the world gets back to our normal, inverted commas, you could absolutely go and, split up that day whatever way suits you. And this is part of that business model as well, because you are part of the community and you are able to serve yourself and your health goals and your well-being and your mental health and your physical health. You can go and you can go for a walk for an hour in the middle of the day and nobody can tell you that you can't do this. And all of that actually feeds into a much better quality of work that you are actually producing as well. So there's a lot of reasons why a community-focused business model is the best way to go. And I really think that this is how we change the world. I think that it's going to take people who are aware of this and who are committed to this and who see the value in this. And it's not that it's not hard work. It is really hard work, and it's hard to run your own business, and it's hard to motivate yourself. But again, when you're part of a community like this, it really gives you a lot of support as well as the creator or the leader within that community. So all of those are very important things, and you gain sustenance then from being a part of the community as much as anybody else does. And that's a very important element here too. So this community-focused business can really work for everybody. So if you're interested in more content like this, please sign up to my mailing list below. I have my blog at LoraOBrien.Business. I have this YouTube channel, obviously. I do still run my full-time business, okay? So this is like my side project, if you like, and this again is part of my community service. I'm not looking to make money off this business. I am starting this business consultation and business education service as walking my walk, basically. I've already done this I've been in business since I was 21, basically, freelance business, and like I said, in professional careers and all the rest of it. So I've learned a lot. A lot of that was community organizations, and I have a lot of experience in community organizations. So I know how community works and how community doesn't work. I'm not just talking about, starting a Facebook group and calling it a community. I have very practical experience with community in a non-business environment through my spirituality and how all of that works as well. And also in a lot of the activist work that I do, which is also community service, obviously. So I've seen this pretty much from all angles, and I am fully convinced that this is the way forward for all of us, and that, if I can do it, you can do it as well. So like the video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel, make sure you hit the bell for notifications. I have a little bit of an unsteady posting schedule. I'll just straight up front that up because, as I said, I'm still running my main business. I'm taking care of a family. I'm taking care of my own mental health. I'm setting my boundaries for myself. So I am doing this when I can, and that's okay too. But it does mean that my posting schedule is not completely consistent. But when I do post, it's because I have something really important to say. So the same as when I email my list, it's because I have important things to communicate and to share, and resources and support and advice. We have a Facebook business page at LoraOBrien.Business Education. So you'll find us on Facebook that way. And there is a community group as well. I think it's Building a Spiritual Business is the Facebook community group. So you'll find all that linked below, and you can go and you can check out all of those resources. Like I said, I love setting up those resources. I love making sure that people have access to support. If you join our mailing list, if you join our Facebook groups, if you subscribe to this channel, comment below if this makes sense to you, and you will also meet other people. So you can be part of a community who believes in this stuff as well. So thank you for your time, Gur Magat, as we say in Ireland, and I will see you in the next video.